our book, Run It Back, and make sure to follow us at Eastlake Yearbook for more updates.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Havlick. I teach Algebra 2 for our Falcon Early College. Our early college program allows students to get their associate's degree by the time they graduate high school. So you can come, you can take your classes here on campus as well as EPCC. Come join us, meet your new best friends and your favorite teachers.
Hi, my name is Lila Leeser, and I've been an early college counselor for 16 years. And this program was designed to give students who normally wouldn't have an opportunity to go to college to get their associates. And basically it was meant to give them the taste of what going to college was going to be. And what we've seen throughout history, because again, I've been a counselor for 16 years in the early college program, it really is meant to change lives.
Awesome art department, and we wanted to share what we offer in our school.
Eastlake High School has 3 art teachers now. We have Art 1 classes, we have Art 2 drawing, Art 2 sculpture, Art 2 ceramics, and we also have AP studio art classes for 2D and design. We also offer an art club, so any students that maybe cannot get an art class, or even if they are in art, they can participate after school once a week. And we do fundraising, we do activities to help our Key Club or other clubs in the campus. We use those funds for field trips.
We also offer great opportunities for students to enter art competitions throughout the year. They are full of different events, so they can be for specific events, district events, and also going out and exploring all of state. And we can offer all these great opportunities to our students. So it's a great way to think critically and explore.
Can we dismiss those?
And live again from East Lake High School in El Paso, Texas. It's the McDonald's Basketball Classic Tournament game number 4 on the night. Christian Morado along with the Monster, Mano the Monster Medina.
Hola.
It is the final matchup of the night. Arizona Compass is taking on Loretto Academy in an exhibition matchup. Arizona Compass just had a game a few hours ago, maybe just about 2 hours ago. And it was a very good matchup against Shabbat Christian Academy, a very close one, as they expect to make a push between Monterey, them, San Joaquin. That's a very tough pool.
And we just saw San Joaquin, so that those are the 3 teams there that have been very impressive so far that we've seen. And, of course, Monterey we'll see tomorrow plenty of times. They had a big victory over Pueblo Hills earlier. I think it was 132 to 34, something like that, 122 to 34.
That's a big win.
A lopsided victory, to say the least. But nonetheless, here to see Loretto versus AZ Compass.
So Arizona Compass 1-0 already on the night. And they'll have a few more games between Friday and Saturday here at the tournament. Same starters as last time. Rhodes, Lacey is in there, Craig and Dang. Little different here off the tip, and it is won by Dang. Looking for Nene.
Nene got player of the game the last time around.
Had a lot of points.
Check that was Rhodes, right?
Rhodes had 23. Rebound here by Loretto. Good fight there to fight for the ball, especially with the height differential. It'll remain Loretto's ball. Pressure by Arizona Compass. Something they did last game as well, and here goes a Hail Mary pass, intercepted, brought up by Nene, and she gets 2. Good pass there from Craig. This will be the challenge for Loretto, is getting the ball across against a very talented, as Dang steals it again. Very talented Arizona Compass team on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a challenge for Loretto to get across half court.
And once again, the height differential there, Christian, is going to come into play, and also the speed that Arizona has got as well.
Arizona Compass being a prep school, this is what they train for, as Loretto's going to try to bring it across here by Issa. She's trying to move around. Finally gets across, swinging it over to Bree. Back over to Issa. Down to Lorene. Back over to Bree. Bree trying to swing it around. 3 ball, just short.
I know they didn't score, but I like the aggressiveness of Loretto in that possession.
Like the ball movement nonetheless.
Yep.
Amaya Lacey driving in, kicking it out. Now to Rhodes. Rhodes has it. 3 ball, good. And that is Dang, Sarah Dang with the first 3 ball of the game.
5-0 very quickly for AZ Compass.
Trying to bring it across again. Very good by Issa. She's sort of under control. Almost lost it there, but staying aggressive offensively. Floater, good.
Like I said, we talked about that aggressiveness. Issa going up there, not afraid at all to go up against the bigs, and she gets that big layup.
Issa will definitely try to carry Loretto throughout this game. Amaya Lacey swinging it around to Dang. Craig moving around, trying to find some space in the paint. Calling for it, doesn't get it, over to Rhodes. Rhodes now swinging it over to the right side. Amaya Lacey now looking inside, has her. Shot is up and fouled, but no good. She'll have 2. That's Craig.
And that'll be there all day. The size differential, you talked about it, Christian. You can just give it to Craig the whole night.
You could pick and choose between Dang, Craig, Lacey. You can take your pick. Compass is a little deeper in the bench. They have some bigger girls, taller girls on the bench that they can go to as well. As that first one is no good. And now Burley will check in. Rhodes will check out. Again, interesting enough, Rhodes is an 8th grader.
What?
Yes. Rhodes, 8th grader, starting point guard for Arizona Compass.
Wow.
Up for Nene, and they get the steal and 2. 7-2.
Rhodes was the player of the game last game?
Absolutely. She's an 8th grader. Timeout here for Loretto. They got to talk about breaking this press. They gotta find a way. They were struggling. Letting them know that they had the baseline. They weren't really moving there. So, yeah, interesting enough, Rhodes has 23 points the last game around, and she is an 8th grader. So, Arizona Compass will have her.
I am blown away to know that she is. I'm looking at the thing, and look at that. They have nothing but juniors and seniors on the team, and they have an 8th grader.
No sophomores, no freshmen, but an 8th grader.
Wow. It just tells you how talented Rhodes is.
So now Loretto will have a game plan coming out of the timeout. They'll run the 1-4 breaker. Usually has to be done rather quickly, and it's not there. Layup good.
Nope.
For Craig.
It was a foul, so.
An and one, and Nene is actually the one that got the rebound and put it back up. It'll be an and one situation as Craig does come out now. Kelly will check in.
9-2 very quickly with 5 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in this first period, Christian.
It's gone by a little slower as Loretto is trying to figure some things out offensively. Again, they'll try to go to the 1-4 breaker. Again, it has to come down quick there. Now they got to move it up, and that's how you do that 1-4, but now she has to get under control.
And once again, Issa with a lot of quickness there, but it was Arizona Compass. They're quickly realizing that's the best player on the team, so they're going to isolate her and try to stop her.
The way you help that, too, is everybody's got to be in front of her to help continue breaking the press as Burley gives it over to Lacey, down in an A, back to Lacey. Burley looking, doesn't see anything she likes, trying to move it inside, swinging it all the way around, looking for Kelly inside, doesn't like it. Lacey driving, kicking to Burley, miscommunication, saves it from being a backcourt violation. Burley inside in an A, kicks it out. 3 for Lacey, just short in the front iron. It'll remain Arizona Compass's ball, 4:24 to go.
Good defense by Loretto there, Christian, not giving up the bucket inside.
They're trying to hold their own, and they've shown flashes on both sides of the ball, but again, there's a huge mismatch. And they'll correct it. They'll give the ball to Loretto. Again, they'll run the 1-4. Issa will come to the strong side of the ball. Right there's the 1. Trying to get it up to level 2 and just out of control. Nene steal, left-hand hook, no good. Kicking it back out to Issa. She'll try to break this on her own. She's done it before, and she's pretty aggressive, utilizing the screens really well. Now they'll set up their offense. Still with the ball, hooking it up, no good. Rebound Arizona Compass. Here
that
comes
was just
Compass.
a bad possession there for Loretto as they're going to give a quick layup there. And bad layup there. Sloppy layup by AZ Compass. I'm sure the coach is not happy about that, Coach Jamal Rhodes.
Not happy, but nonetheless, they salvaged that. But you got to have that layup, like you said. Should have been easy.
Yep.
But missed it there. It'll be Loretto ball. 3:46 to go here. Still relatively close here, halfway through. Bad pass there. It'll be Arizona Compass's ball. Looks like Brown will bring it in to Burley. Amaya Lacey will be to her left. Dang up the top of the key, over to Brown. Shot is up for Burley, no good. Rebound, Brown puts it up and good.
And that's where you see the size, Christian, right there with the rebound there for Arizona Compass, giving them a 10-point lead, 12-2.
Here comes the double team. They got to find a way to stop Issa from breaking that press, and she continues to do so. A lot of pickpocketing going on, but Issa still drives. Layup, not good. Rebound by Brown.
And right now, Issa is the only one taking any shots for Loretto.
Passing. Sorry about that.
Without ado, that have Issa drive in and then pass it to somebody else. Somebody else take a shot as you have a substitution for Loretto coming in.
Some fresh legs for the Angels. Again, sticking to that 1-4. I call it levels. And Issa's going to try to run for this. Burley will outrun her. Stolen, 2:49 to go. 10-point lead for Arizona Compass. Burley driving, kicking to Brown, over to Kelly. Kelly 3-ball, just a little too far left. Brown rebound. Kelly now looking to swing it to Burley, but holds it for a second. Now gives it to her. Swing over to Brown. Brown 3. Good. That time on target to extend its lead to 13. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Loretto ball.
Tremendous shot there by Kelly there to give them that 13-point lead.
Little inbound here.
And look at that defense, Christian. Look at that defense, and they get the turnover there.
Yep, Kelly with the layup, no good. Here comes Isa. If they can go quick, no pressure will be set up by Arizona Compass. Layup, no good, just out of control a little bit.
And once again, Isa, the only one taking the shot there, Christian.
Here comes Dang on a layup, coast to coast, draws a foul, doesn't get the layup. Isa might be their best player offensively, and she feels like she has to do everything on her own, and that just relates to, you know, when she comes to the sideline, letting her know that she can dish it around, but sometimes frustration gets the best of you.
15-2, a 13-point lead. Under 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Make that 16-2.
Dang hitting her first one. A couple of substitutions will come in. They'll actually hold the one from Arizona Compass. 1:51 to go. 14-point lead in favor of Compass. Next one is up and no good. Ball gets tipped, goes out of bounds. Now the substitution will be in. Dang will come out, and Wilcox will come in.
And I don't think Wilcox played in the previous game, correct?
She played at the very end.
And a three-pointer there made, Christian.
So now it is 19-2. And ball goes out of bounds. It's just tough when you're outmatched size-wise to bring the ball in. But Levels, as they run this 1-4, is probably the one that could work, but it comes down to execution and the wrinkles that you see here. There was a shot there, but it was just too late.
It was tipped also.
So Kelly gets the turnover. Burley, 3-ball, too far left. Rebound there by Brown. Burley going inside to Wilcox, and she gets 2. And the bench gets excited that Wilcox scores. Here comes Isa trying to break it. Double team, there's no help. Might as well be triple teamed here. Now she gets rid of it. No communication on who wants the ball. Back over to Isa.
Yeah, and right now the situation for Loretto is that Isa's the only one doing anything. Like you said, she feels like she's got to do everything here. She finally makes a pass there.
Under 50 seconds to go. Travel there. 45 seconds now. Clock is stopped at 44, and they'll just keep it running. 21-2 is the score. Burley will bring this ball up. Kelly will be to her right. Maya Lacey to her left. Zone action from Loretto. They're running a 2-3 just to protect the paint. Wilcox for 3. No good. Kelly with a rebound. Just snatching it over the top to extend its lead 23-2. And Loretto will take another timeout. And this is all about building blocks, if you will, in this exhibition. This is all about teaching moments, and for Compass, this is about executing, staying on pace, and preparing for tomorrow.
Yep, that's exactly what the situation is there. But still with a 23-2 lead here. First quarter is about to end. You got to start thinking about your next games, because right now Loretto's got basically almost no offense at all. Isa's the only one doing anything for them. And they got to realize the other players got to step up. At least nobody else is taking a shot that I'm aware of from Loretto. It's been Isa the only one taking the shots.
She's trying to do things on her own. And again, this comes down to a teaching moment when they get into their thick of their schedule. I'm sure it'll be a lot different, but this is probably one of the better competitions that they'll see in Arizona Compass. As far as skill goes, Arizona Compass will probably be up there as one of the more talented teams. So they just got to use this to build off of. Again, running the 1-4 concept Levels, you have to have wrinkles within it. They'll try to go quick, try to catch him napping. And turnover there, but salvaged for a bit. Kelly trying to get it to Burley, and does. Burley driving on Isa, misses it. Rebound Isa, and she's going to get double teamed right off the bat. They'll call a foul there. And just frustration on her end. feeling like she has to do all that going into that double team. 2 seconds is what the clock shows here in the first quarter. Ball trying to get inbounded, and another foul. Only 1 second will come off. Burley just being a little over-aggressive on Issa.
Only the 5th foul called in this first period, by the way.
But the way they're calling it now, turnover here. Brown gets it, but no dice there. End of the first quarter, 23-2 in favor of Compass. Mono, not much to recap there.
No, sir. It's been all AZ Compass. We'll take a break. We'll continue with the McDonald's Classic Basketball Tournament in a few seconds.
Back now here at the McDonald's Classic Tournament at Eastlake High School. Start of the second quarter. 23-2, not much to say other than Arizona Compass is hitting on all cylinders. Loretto is trying to find some rhythm offensively, driving the ball. Turnover here, Kelly. Burley had broken it up. Kelly on the layup and in. Still pressure here from Arizona Compass, surprisingly. Way to break it over the top for Bella. She's going to drive, put a little spin move, stop, pop. Shot is up, and that is good by number 23 of the Loretto Academy Angels.
And good to see somebody else than Issa taking a shot there. You got a little teamwork. That's why it's called team basketball.
Bella breaking the press really well. 2-3 zone here for Loretto Academy. Looking at inside. Wilcox, 3-ball, good. And they'll still continue to bring pressure.
Wilcox with 5 points off the bench.
Giving it to Issa. She'll face a double team.
And look at that defense they put on Issa as they realize she's the best player that they've got.
Makes a bad pass there. Burley providing the pressure. Again, they have to continue to press because of point differential.
Yep.
As you saw earlier, point differential might be the tiebreaker with the top 3 teams. Wilcox moving it inside to Brown. Brown pivots, kicks it over to Burley. Burley, 3-ball, no good off the backboard. Rebound, Burley catches it, layup, good. Following and staying with it, Burley as they extend their lead to 30-4. Trying to move the ball out. Wilcox providing pressure. That's also Schaefer. And ball goes out of bounds. I believe we lost a contact as well. Can't see now, so they'll have to make a substitution. Hopefully have some eye solution. Player will check in as they fix that. Sophie checks in. Brown to inbound the ball. Brown gets it over to Kelly. Burley now. Kelly looking for Wilcox. Gets it over to Burley again, top of the key. She's waiting near the volleyball line, trying to set up 2-3 zone for the Angels. They'll stay in that, I presume, the rest of the night. Schaefer over to Brown, now to Kelly, and Wilcox travel. Loretto catches a break there, 5:45 to go here in the second quarter. Less pressure now from Arizona Compass as they'll move the ball up to Sophie. She'll lose the ball. Wilcox will pick it up. Burley going 3-on-1. No advantage, but she still lays it up. Wilcox coming in a little reckless and fouls Bella, so it'll be Loretto ball. And now I think coach has called the dogs off a bit. I
believe so. A couple of substitutions coming in as Sydney Finn will check in for Arizona Compass.
Finn at 6'3", still providing the size, and now you see Arizona Compass will match with its 2-3 zone. And they'll space it out a bit, so now this will give Issa a chance to work as they'll move the ball around. Shot is up, short iron. Kelly with the rebound. Kelly looking to go coast to coast here. Carving it up the middle, passes to Wilcox. Wilcox loses the ball. It'll remain Arizona Compass's ball.
Under 5 minutes left to go until halftime here. Substitution made by Arizona Compass as Kamara James checks into the game, Christian.
I don't believe she saw minutes in the first game, so obviously Coach Rhodes going to the bench a little bit more here. Substitution. Lorraine will come in and Bella will check out. 4:54, clock is winding. Trying to bring it in, trying to get to Finn, but just couldn't. Burley was intended there, but Sophie broke it up. Schaefer lays it, shoots it, no good. Finn rebound, kicks it out to Wilcox, swings it over to Burley. Burley shoots and just a little too strong. She's been a little too strong as of late. Rebound there by James. Now over to Burley. They'll reset the offense.
That was great ball movement in the previous possession. They were just able to convert. Let's see if they can do it here.
Finn looking for a screen, gives it to her, rolls off of it. Gets it inside to Schaefer, looking around, gives it over to Burley, top of the key, and she travels.
It's a little bit too aggressive there. Forgot to do the dribble there, Christian.
Put the ball down.
Yep.
Before the feet started moving. Just got a little excited about the lane that was given. Issa will bring up the ball. 4 minutes exactly on the dot. Second period, 30-4. Issa looking 2-3 zone from Compass, trying to get the ball inside. Kicking it outside to Issa. She gets it under control. Shoots a running floater, just a little too strong. Rebound Wilcox. Wilcox pushing it out to Burley. Over to Finn. Finn layup. And what do they call the foul? Do they give it to her? And one situation we'll see for the ref to walk over. Count it, and it'll be an and one situation. So Finn doing a good job in transition there.
And that's a great pass and also a great opportunity for Finn to make this a three-point play. You know, good follow through there, Christian.
You got to admit, for a center, that was pretty nice movement. As she misses. Issa will fight for the ball. Burley at point guard. Rhodes is normally the primary starter. They split time, Burley and Rhodes, but this time around it looks like Rhodes might be done, focusing on tomorrow. Burley will get much needed minutes as Brown now checks in. Brown looking inside, now looks outside to Wilcox in the corner. Wilcox driving, kicks it back to Brown inside. Nice little pass in between them both, and a nice layup.
That is great ball movement by Arizona Compass. Wilcox there, passes to Brown, good job there.
30-point lead now in favor of Compass. Issa trying to move the ball around, trying to find a lane. Still a zone here from Compass, way out, and it won't be close for a three. Wilcox gets it, turns it over. Lorraine lays it up, no good there. Brown on pressure, and she's going. She's got numbers. What she decides to do, passing it way late, and turnover, just not smart there. Made a decision way too late. Issa, watch out for the double team. She's pressured here, and it'll be a timeout for Loretto. They got to talk about all that pressure that Arizona Compass continues to apply on them. Even in such moments when they're not pressing, find them in double teams once they go to the corner.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for Loretto to overcome that, especially because we talked about it so many times, the size differential and the speed that AZ Compass possesses here in this ball game. But I love the fact that Loretto keeps fighting and fighting.
2:20 now in the second quarter. You got to admit, Loretto taking this game sort of last minute. Within this week, they signed up for this. It's exhibition. It's considered an exhibition. So this is all about learning for Loretto Academy. No pressure here. They'll be able to bring this ball up with no resistance. Issa will.
I think that's the first time we see that. No pressure by Arizona Compass.
Nobody up at all, so she's got time to operate in space. 2-3 zone here, moving the ball around. A couple of screens to get some guys free underneath. And almost a travel, moving it up. Shot is up, off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Schaefer. She'll look to push. She has Burley to her right. James down below, and then she has Brown to her left, but she decides to shoot this for three and almost rattles in. Rebound by Issa. She'll continue to push up. Doesn't have numbers. She'll wait for her offense to come and help her, and they'll set up. Trying to make a move on Burley. Doesn't have it there. Gets the ball inside. Give it back to Issa. She looks, spin move. Again, no resistance as far as pressure, but they just cannot find a lane that they're comfortable operating in. They'll reset. They'll move it over to Sophie. Sophie turns it over. Burley has a one-on-one matchup. She Burns almost trips up, gets fouled there. She'll get 2 shots with 1:15 to go here in the second quarter, 34-4.
And that's a situation where Burley could have passed. She had 2 trailers behind her, so she could have passed it off, but instead she goes up, she gets fouled, and she'll have the opportunity to score 2 points here.
1:10 to go here. First one is up and just short. Like I said, we haven't seen a couple of starters from Arizona Compass. They're going deeper into their bench. Finn is waiting to check in, I believe, could be for the shooter.
Yes, that's the situation going on.
Shot is up. That one's no good. Rebound, Brown, good.
And that's where you see the size there, yep. Arizona Compass.
36-4, just under a minute now. Trying to make something happen here is Loretto. Swinging it over to Sophie. Brown with a steal, looking for Burley. Now inside to James. James layup, good. 43 seconds to go.
Great pass by Burley there to James.
So Issa will now bring the ball up. She'll kind of take her time. She'll sort of survey a little bit. Nothing's changed though from Compass. They're still in that high 2-3 zone. At any given moment, they rotate. It looks almost like a 3-2. They rotate high. Pass intercepted by Wilcox. Has Burley. Does she get it to her? No, she kicks the ball and goes out of bounds. And again, that's that young inexperience by Wilcox. Doesn't get too many moments in the game, so this is her chance to learn. 16 seconds. They'll probably hold for the last and final shot. Just under 10 seconds when she brings this across. They got to put something up if they want it.
She's got to hurry up. She's got 3 seconds.
And nothing doing there. No shot goes up, but we go to halftime. 38-4 in favor of Arizona Compass. And again, Mondo, not too much to talk about there.
No, not too much. It's all total domination by AZ Compass. Too much size, too much speed there. And Loretto trying to do their best, but obviously overmatched here, Christian.
So we'll take a break here from East Lake High School. We'll be back in about 10 minutes here from the McDonald's Classic Tournament.
Hi, my name is Brian Pavlos. I'm in Lincoln Douglas Debate. Debate is a very fun learning experience for everybody, no matter what event you're in. You can find new things about yourself. You can articulate yourself better. It's a very fun team learning experience.
Hi, I'm Liliana, and I'm on the debate team, and I do PF and poetry. And debate is really cool because it's giving me a lot of opportunities and learning experiences.
is AJ and I'm a senior here in the aesthetics program. You should join because it prepares you for getting a job outside in the salon and you get to create bonds with other girls.
We are Audio Video. Welcome to our classroom. This is a very hands-on classroom that consists of editing, recording, anything like that. We take care of school announcements, athletic streaming. Students find themselves recording each other for certain assignments that are provided to them. Some of them have even taken it up as a hobby. This is the president of the AV Club, which we really hope you join.
Falcons, your yearbooks and senior ads are now for sale at yearbookforever.com. We are so excited to bring you our book, Run It Back, and make sure to follow us at Eastlake Yearbook for more updates.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Havlick. I teach Algebra 2 for our Falcon Early College. Our early college program allows students to get their associate's degree by the time they graduate high school. So you can come, you can take your classes here on campus as well as EPCC. Come join us, meet your new best friends and your favorite teachers.
Hi, my name is Lila Leeser, and I've been an early college counselor for 16 years. And this program was designed to give students who normally wouldn't have an opportunity to go to college to get their associates. And basically it was meant to give them the taste of what going to college was going to be. And what we've seen throughout history, because again, I've been a counselor for 16 years in the early college program, it really is meant to change lives.
Hour and a half ago, they have to play this exhibition matchup, and they're going deeper into their bench. The starters were briefly out there for a minute, which was Rose, Lacey, Craig, Dang were out there, but now they've gone deeper into their bench. Some girls we didn't see from the first matchup, and some girls that were rotational pieces, but now are seeing full minutes here.
Well, Christian, Loretto scored 2 points in each half, so they have 4 points. And with a big 38-4 lead in favor of Arizona Compass, I'm curious to see how the reserves play here.
I'd imagine for the reserves now, you'll see more teaching moments from Compass, and for Loretto continuing to have teaching moments. As again, this will be the best team they'll probably see this entire season.
And the half starts with a turnover for Loretto.
So now Brown will bring it in to James. Now she'll get over to Finn. Now James has it. Now Finn moving it over to Wilcox. She'll shoot a three, and that is good. So she can shoot threes. She has a little bit of a slow release, but
from what I can tell, Wilcox has got 8 points in this game right now.
Now Issa will break it, get across half court, set up a little bit, looking, screen, He's still looking for help, trying to get it to Sophie, and it's a turnover.
And once again, that defense by Arizona Compass just too much and not allowing Loretto to get even set on offense.
So now Brown will bring it in to James. James will bring it across. 2-3 zone from Loretto. Moving it over to Wilcox. Wilcox now to Brown. Thought about shooting it, now swings it over to Schaefer. Schaefer driving, kicks it over to Finn. 3-ball from the center. Just a little too hard. Wilcox will get the rebound, swing it over to James. Thinks about it, now moves a little closer. Elbow shot, no good. Rebound Schaefer. Not if Isa has anything to do with it. Gets a jump ball. It'll be Arizona Compass's ball. Good to see the Loretto Academy Angels fighting.
Yep.
All the way through. 6:38 to go here in the third quarter. Finn just bully ball, but ball is knocked out. Sophia has a chance, but Brown is going to pickpocket her. Can she keep it under control? Swing it out to Isa for a 3, and just too far to the right. So now,
you like the effort that Loretto is doing. They just couldn't convert there.
Absolutely. Continuing, Arizona Compass will continue to move on through. Now I got a very special guest here, Mr. Castro. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you.
How are you enjoying day one here at Eastlake High School?
I was so impressed with the setup, the decorations and everything.
Absolutely.
When I walked in, I knew I had to catch my breath. Expectations were sky high, right? But when I saw how everything was set up, they were surpassed.
Oh, absolutely.
Last year was such a great tournament. I wondered to myself, man, the bar was raised to such a high level.
Yeah.
And I wasn't concerned, but I was excited to see how high they were going to be surpassed.
What the next level would be, right? Absolutely.
And it was great to see all the students. We knew that all that was going to happen, but I was excited to see how they were going to surpass the expectations.
And tomorrow, there's a lot of good matchups. 10 a.m., you guys put a very good matchup on the deck. Is San Joaquin and Monterey right off the bat. Both teams look pretty impressive here day one, so I'm sure you're looking forward to that matchup.
Yeah. When we were getting the teams together, one that we had to get, one that we were excited to try to get was Monterey High School out of Lubbock, and specifically for Aaliyah Chavez. We were excited to try to get her here to play against our girls, and we saw her play in the playoff game against Chapin, and we didn't know very much about her. She was only a freshman. She had an outstanding season.
Right.
The whole team did, right? But we were still trickling in, right? The word I don't think was out there yet, although she was getting recruited highly. And we saw that game, and we were just, whoa. First half, she was only held, I think she had like 6-7 points. So we thought, okay, well, they're hanging in there. They have a good game plan against the team. And then second half came out, exploded for like 30 points.
She said, no more.
But the composure, the way she handled the ball, the way she directed the team was way beyond freshman level of play. And so we said, man, we got to get her to the tournament.
Absolutely.
This next year, because
you have to.
If we would have waited till later, there's no way they would have. I think that team would have outgrown what we have going on here. It's we fit a niche.
Right.
Our tournament fits a specific niche. By comparison, a lot of these other tournaments are huge.
Right.
So
but
we
you
fit
have
a
a lane.
specific niche. We know what we can handle, and by design, so we had to get them this year, because I think after this year they're going to be playing at much larger tournaments.
Right, and she's only a sophomore, and that team is still relatively young. But it's a good matchup. We have to thank you for putting that together, because the word got out that she's going to be here, and I expect this gym, even at 10 a.m. on a Friday, to be pretty packed. But there's good matchups all across. Even the boys are going to get into the thick of things tomorrow. I know you have Shabak and Arizona Compass came back after losing last year to Franklin. I believe they told you they wanted to come back to redeem themselves.
Yeah. That's happened several times throughout the histories, that they want to come back. And I think that's a testament to how Mr. Thornton develops the relationships with these teams, and then how we follow through with the experience of being here. But I think there's a quote there in the program from Coach Kamaki. I think it's there. It's in the back, but it's a. Yeah, like she says, the tournament was very well run and organized. Everything promised was upheld, and we really enjoyed participating. Truly a classy event. So that's just a small testament to the effort that he makes in putting together, and then to follow through while they're here. I think giving the opportunity to our kids, and I think right now this game is the score, you see the score. That's one thing. But what I see is a Loretto team that's stepping up to a challenge.
Right.
They're coming in here on short notice. So how are you going to handle it?
Right.
And this is a perfect example, Christian, of what the tournament's about, is giving our girls an opportunity. So they're giving it an opportunity here. So what are they going to do with it? It's not just the players, but you have the coaching staff, you got the families here. What are they going to do with the opportunity?
Right.
You can step up to the challenge, or you can crawl and avoid it. They're stepping up to the challenge, and they're giving a great effort. Think about their season. The other teams that they're going to be playing. So this opportunity here on this floor right now, when in their careers are they going to face another team like this?
Oh,
Maybe never.
Never.
So fundamentals become more important. If they're playing against a team of similar talent, the mistakes that they're making right now, they're not so glaring. Maybe they can make up for it. If they have a turnover here or there, maybe they can make up for it within the game.
Right.
To get the ball back or create a steal. It's going to be tougher against this team because they're bigger, faster, strong. So the mistakes they make here, they're a little bit more glaring because the bigger team might get a fingertip on a pass, create a turnover. So they're making a mistake. It's going to be more glaring.
Right.
So are they going to learn that? So hopefully that's going to help them when they face when they play games during the season.
Yeah, we had talked about it in the broadcast that for them this will be the best thing they probably ever see, but it's good for them. They can always come back to this as a teaching moment, but they have this tournament to thank for that, because without this tournament they don't have this opportunity to look at themselves and benchmark themselves. And I know that I heard James Moreno talk about in the room back there that he's going to look back on this every time and tell his kids, look, you played against this level of competition before. You can do this. And they hung real well in the first game that we had here. And that's a credit to this tournament for what it does for the kids here locally. It's great to see all this talent that you guys bring in, but for the kids, it helps them with their confidence and it helps them with their skill set.
Loud. So right now, they're playing against two opponents. They're playing against AZ Compass. That's obvious, right? They're playing against, but they're also playing against themselves, because when they face a moment of adversity in the game or during a play, how are they going to react? They're going to get punched in the face. Are they going to back down, or are they going to keep fighting through it? They create a turnover. Look, she's not backing down. She's staying right there with him.
Staying on
Come
the ball.
back on defense and make a good effort. So all this is about making a good effort. So the opponents, it's 2 opponents they're playing against. And they're hanging in there. I mean, forget the score. Look at each moment in the game. This moment, are they hanging in there, giving a good effort? Do they have a good attitude? And hopefully they'll learn about it, because he's not backing. Coach is not backing down. He's going to keep teaching. He's having them step up to the challenge, and he's creating these lessons for them. And like you referred to this, thank goodness we can have this opportunity and that they can have it. And hopefully with a positive attitude, they'll learn from it.
Tomorrow, a lot of good games, a lot of good teams. I know I got to see Balboa High School take on Eastlake, and they won the tournament in 2019. They also won it in 2016 and 2015. So they've been here before, and they seem to love it. I know that Coach Jones, his father was the coach during that time period. It's his first year here. So I'm sure they're excited to try to continue that tradition.
Yeah. What we referred to earlier about teams coming back, they like coming back because of the experience, but also the challenge they're going to get from our teams here. They know that they're going to get these teams that are going to give them a good effort. They're going to get different looks. One of the comments that he said back when he was here was that he doesn't see teams like this in California. You know, so the game that he had against, I remember they played against Del Valle, and Coach Churchill slowed it down. I think the score was like 9-10 in the third quarter, because he bring it down the floor, they get it across half court, and they just hold it. So that, and then he was not coaching his team to attack. He was just playing their game. Right. So he was teaching a different type of style. He wouldn't have faced that in California.
Oh no.
So that is another thing about our tournament, is that they're going to these teams from out of state, they're going to face different styles, different type of effort from these guys. They're going to make them uncomfortable. I mean, you saw it with earlier with Eastlake. You know, they made the other team uncomfortable, and he only had 3 guys from last year's team on this team.
Right.
So it's a whole new experience. He's developing his culture. He's instilling his culture, because this is Coach Moreno's only it's a second year here.
Right. So he's
those
got
types
time.
of opportunities. If you look at him all across the tournament, there's things like that happening. So Balboa coming in, they're going to be facing teams that they're not going to be used to facing, against an effort that they're not used to seeing. Hopefully, both teams are getting a lot out of it.
I would think so, especially for like Canutillo, Chapin, Franklin, Eastlake. You know, I would argue that Canutillo and Chapin and Franklin are probably our top 5 teams here on the boys' side. They make that, they make that argument, and so they're going to see some of the best teams from, within that niche that you have. But you can see the different styles when Balboa and Eastlake were playing. Balboa wanted to go up and down. Eastlake wanted to hang out and play half court on both sides. And it was kind of that interesting battle of which one, that clash, if you will, of which style was going to come through more. As Loretto keeps fighting, you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, Lauren, I'm not sure her last name, fighting for a rebound, creating opportunities, and that, that's going to help them. That they're going to have that point of reference throughout the season. And one of the things that I've always appreciated about basketball, because we can teach those lessons that you learn on the court and apply them to life. And one of the great quotes from John Wooden, UCLA coach, and I don't know how many of those young kids even know who he is.
They should brush up on it, though.
It's a great opportunity to teach about a great coach and a great teacher. Well, one of his quotes is, adversity is like a weight. The more you work out with it, the stronger you get mentally.
Oh, wow.
Because like with weights, traditional weights you use to get strong physically. But adversity is like a weight, but you don't lift it, you handle it with your mind. And so these girls right now, they're facing adversity, and hopefully it makes them stronger mentally. And they can have this as a point of reference and make them stronger mentally. We know Loretto has a high academic expectations.
Right.
So we know that they can handle the curriculum, and they're probably all A students. I'd be
pressed to think
that would be the expectation that I have for Loretto kids. And I want to watch that fast break. So they handle the curriculum. So we know they have great minds. Getting this lesson in adversity here is going to make them tougher, and hopefully it pays off throughout the season.
I would think it'd be a core memory for the rest of their life to always reference.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure Coach to our right over here will always bring it up throughout the season. Remember Arizona Compass? Remember how that game went? Remember how you kept fighting? Continue to do that. We talked a little bit about how you're excited for Aaliyah Chavez but on the boys' side, what's one team that you really wanted to bring here and you're excited to see take on the El Paso teams? What's your feel on the boys' side? I know we've talked extensively about the girls' side.
Well, about Boa, they've got a couple of guys that I'm excited to see. One, I don't remember his number, but Cedric Lath. He's a 6'10" kid. He's a senior, I know that. And he's gotten a lot of attention from some big schools. But they also have a junior, probably about the same height. So they're like the Twin Towers. And I know that Cedric Lath, he got some attention from the University of Texas. I think he had an official visit with them. And I think he had an official visit with BYU. So I mean, that's the type of eyes that are on him.
Right.
So if he comes in here with that, with the expectation of these schools that have been looking at him, I'm eager to see him in action. I've only seen video. So to get to see him live and up close against these guys and how he handles adversity, because we know our kids give a great effort. And they're not going to back down. They're going to see it as a challenge. So, I'd like to see, I'm eager to see that, to see how they play and how they utilize him, and how our kids, our local kids, because he also is going to be playing some out-of-town teams, how they respond to each other's challenges.
He put the ball through the hoop earlier pretty ferociously a couple of times on some dunks. Yeah. Got some and ones. And Eastlake, the crowd from Eastlake was letting them hear it. They were chanting overrated, trying to get in his head a little bit. And even Coach Jones was kind of laughing at the chants, just seeing the fun that Eastlake was having with him. But Cedric Lath from Balboa, 6'10", he's a senior. That's a guy that it was very good to see.
The other one was E.J. Scroggins, AZ Compass. He's like a mini Zion.
Oh, wow.
Like a mini Zion Williams.
I'm excited to see that tomorrow. Man, time flew, Mr. Castro. You came in the third quarter. You came in the third quarter. You hung out with me for 2 quarters, and I appreciate you doing that and spending some time with me. Hopefully, between tomorrow and Saturday, we can spend a little bit more time.
Oh, I'd love to.
And just talk a little bit and maybe do some play-by-play with some of the boys and girls teams.
Okay, yeah, it was a great start to the day. I always look forward to the tournament. And then as each day passes, I get sad because I know the end is coming. But I'm so excited for tomorrow, and it's going to be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So thank you for being here with us. We are excited right here. We have the live stream here on YouTube. That's going to wrap it up for day number 1. Come back.
Thanks,
we got 2 more days.
Thank you.
Christian Monan, Mano the Monster Medina, Mr. Castro here with us. Thank you for joining our YouTube. We'll see you again tomorrow for day number 2, where all the action starts at 10 a.m. here on the YouTube channel of Falcon Media. And I got to send a special shout out to all of you at Falcon Media for doing such a tremendous job with the camera angles and the production. For Christian Monan, for Mr. Castro, Mano the Monster Medina, thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cool.